You guys already have done the lessons, I hope, because now almost you have been started the economics and you have been studying around 1 year. It's more than 1 year. Not the link. What is the link in the sensor? No. This is a PDF document. I have put it in the chat box. You can download it. If you can't download it, what you do, you go to our website, EDU-ZONE.com, EDU-ZONEcollege.com. You can download it. So again, once again, I drop it here. Okay, so you can download it. Some mobile phones, there is issues. They don't be able to download it, but you go to our website and you can download it, right? So first of all, you must understand. So 1 year you have studied economics. So this topic is the first unit, and you have already done it. Since it's a fast track, it doesn't mean that we are going to teach faster, right? Actually, the entire economics, we can finish it within 1 year. That is a fact, within 1 year. So the curriculum is set for the school syllabus. For example, you take it 2.5 years at school, they are teaching. So every day, double periods. So weekly 10 lessons, right? Weekly 10 period for economics sometime, right? Sometime 12 periods are there. Though they are teaching for 2 years, but the tuition classes, you just go through it. They are teaching only per week, once a week. So 2 hours session. At the same time at school, they are giving the notes in writing, right? So they dictate the note and you will be copying that. But in the classes, we don't dictate the notes. Only there is some 1 or 2 graphs will be there. So there is a difference between this class and the 2023 A-level badge. There are many things to copy down there. So we will be dictating certain things. But for the fast track classes, most of the things are printed, right? It will be there in the PDF. Only the thing is the calculations and the graph you have to draw it. The writing parts will be skipped. So everything will be given in the PDF. So only the explanation part will be there. So it's easy because A-level students are mostly the self-motivated and they like to self-phase learning, right? So if the materials are available, if someone could be able to explain, they can learn. So only the doubts will be cleared when you have any doubts only. So thoroughly the lesson will be explained, right? So this is economics, the first unit, right? First unit in the sense the competency 1, or else we can say unit 1. It's about talking about the basic economic problems and the alternative ways of solution, solving the basic economic problems in an economic system. So mostly we talk about economic system. There are major 3 areas we talk about in this lesson, unit 1, right? The first part is the introduction to the economics and some of the basic concepts related to the economics. Example, needs, wants, scarcity, alternative uses, opportunity cost, factors of production, the division of labor. So basic concepts. So this is the first slot of first unit. And the second part we discuss about the economic system, the fundamental economic, basic economic problems. Basic 3 economic problems are there. Okay, those who didn't get the PDF, just hold on. I will send it once I explain it later. I'll send it. Okay, now you can see my screen. I will send it. Okay, I'll be sending. So stay with me. Now you can watch out my screen. I will be sharing the PDF in the chat box in a while. Right. So the second slot of the first unit is economic system. The fundamental economic problems, what to produce, how to produce, the major 3 questions. To sort out that problem, what are the economic systems were created, right? Emerge in the world, and what are the features, advantages, disadvantages. Yeah, sir.
Voice la konja edo upset ondigira mai konja
problem. Is it clear now? Can you
hear? Your voice is clear. Sometimes there is a small background noise is there. Whether I don't know why is that. Okay. Maybe what about the students? What about the voice? Are you all okay with that? I don't know whether
is there any background because I'm close by the fan. I guess that's what.
No, it's not. Sometimes some echo something. Students, is it okay? Clear?
Because I'm using my phone, but the phone's voice connection is disconnected. So audio is disconnected. It won't be an issue, I think. Echo.
Okay, so we'll continue the question.
Okay, if there's an issue, immediately let me know, guys. It's no problem. Right. So that is the second part of the economics, the first unit. And the third part, only the production possibility model or production possibilities curve or production possibilities boundary for production possibilities frontier. So there are multiple terms are there, but in the exam paper, mostly they are using the word production possibilities frontier, right? So major 3 slots are there in unit 1. So today I'm going to discuss about this, the third part, right? So actually, according to the syllabus, there are 9 sub chapters, we can say. That's what I have mentioned here, 1.8 and 1.9. So the first set of these areas comes around 1.4 up to 1.4. There are sub chapters, there are 4 chapters under the introduction of the economics and the concept related to the economics. And the basic economic systems and the economic problems, it's around, there are 3, I guess, yeah, 5, 6, 7, yeah, there are 3. Right, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, and the last 2, 1.8 and 1.9 belongs to the production possibilities, right? So I would not be able to, I don't think that could be able to complete entire thing, but maximum I will try it. Maximum I will try it. At the end, we will do a small quiz also. So what we learned so far, and there are about 6 MCQ questions. It's like a fun mode. We can do it through an online game activity, right? So before that, it's one of my way. Normally, I explain the problems first of all. I will show the problems before we teach the theories, right? Before we teach the solution, I give the problems, right? So why we are learning economics? Even I can justify the practical life, it is necessary. Whatever logical factors I would say, end of the day, you will be questioning me, sir, how about exam paper? Will it come or not, right? That is the majority of the students, but majority, 100% of the students, why you have attended? Because to prepare for the exam. So ultimate 100% our objective is preparation for the exam. So our exam is the problem, right? Exam is the problem. First of all, in your real life, you are facing the problem. After the problem only, you are finding the solution for that, right? So nobody have the solution in advance with them. When the problem comes on and off, they are applying it, because suddenly the problem comes, they think of the solution and they sort it out, right? So now this is the problem. So last 4 years paper, 2017, because 2017 syllabus was revised, 2017, 18, 19, 20, including the last year's A-level paper. All the first questions, remember that in economics now you may familiar with the paper, right? There are 10 questions in the part 2. I'm talking about part 2. The first question, there are 2 sections are there, and the first question is fully from this unit 1, competency 1, introduction to economics, production possibility curves, economic system. All 3 units, all 3 sub chapters included under the first unit. The entire question, right? First question, there are 5 questions will be there, sub 5 question will be from your first unit. And this is part 2. In MCQ, right? In MCQ also, if you just go through, can anyone say how many MCQ questions will be there from unit 1? Anyone? Just chat box, you type it. How many questions? So have you gone through that? Because you're a student, 1 year you have studied. You must analyze the problem. Without analyzing the problem, how are you going to prepare for the exam? Because what we do at school, we just study from the beginning. We just study from the beginning. Suddenly when the paper is come, we confused. So just familiar with the paper. So this is what we are going to prepare for, right? So this is our problem now. Now get ready for the problem, to face the problem. So when you study the theory, you will understand. When you, it's like, you know, untying the knots. For example, nobody has answered, right? If you just check it out, last 5-6 years paper, even more than before 2016 also, you can check it, no problem. Maximum 9 questions will be there, minimum 6 questions, right? Minimum 6 questions. 2018 paper, 2020, I can't remember exactly. 2018 paper, there are 6 questions, right? 2017, 2016 paper, there are about 9, exactly 9 questions. So what is the conclusion here? Maximum 9 questions from the first unit, or minimum 6 questions will be there. So 6 to 9. 6 to 9 questions will be taken from first unit for the MCQ. Part 2, the entire first question from first unit. So that now you know the problem. What type of problems are coming? You know that where the problem is appear, right? So you know that first 9 questions and the part 2 first question, right? Now what type of problems are there? Look at this question 2020 onward. They talk about the scarcity. You don't want to memorize the question. Just read out the question, then automatically you can remember. If you don't study this one, right? What is meant by scarcity? You know, economics is always talk about the scarcity. And explain it using the production possibility curve. Mostly I said there are 3 sub-chapters are there in the first unit. Most of the questions are coming from the second and third part. I said production possibility and the economic system. And see that 2020, there are 3 questions. There are 3 questions. It's all 3 questions taken from the production possibility questions. See that? What is meant by scarcity? It's coming from the first unit, the first sub-chapter, right? What is definition? But you are using that scarcity concept on the production possibility curve. Today I will discuss that. Why productive inefficiency? I'm not going to give the answers. We are going to study the theory, then you will get the answers. Why productive inefficiency? In your theory, you studied productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. You studied how to display, how to illustrate on the production possibility curve, productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. But in the question paper, how they ask? Why productive inefficiency? Opposite. What you studied only, they don't ask you the question straightforward way. Some questions are there, like this definition questions are there. But some question in economics, at least you can expect around 15% of question, indirect way they ask. For example, you have studied division of labor, advantages of division of labor. But in the question, they will ask why the companies wanted to focus on division of labor. Then you will be puzzled. Why? How do we know that? We studied only advantages. Actually, they are asking the question advantage. Why the firms are focusing on division of labor? Why the firms are splitting the task into the different multiple tasks? Because there are many advantages are generated. So to claim that advantages, to get the benefit of that advantage, the companies are focusing on the division of labor. Now you are listing out. So the connecting statement should be there. You have to give a connecting statement in between the question and your answer, then list out the answers. That's the way. Why productive inefficiency and allocative efficiency are considered wasteful in resource utilization. Obviously, you know that, yes, correctly, resource utilization is optimum mean, allocative efficiency and productive efficiency. But they are asking the other way around. Inefficiency is a wasteful. Why? The same thing what you studied in the textbook, you have to write it in the other way around. Because you studied in the point of view of efficiency. Now you are going to use the word inefficiency. That's all. And this is also coming from the production possibility curve, right? Explain what happens to the country's production possibility curve due to the pandemic such as COVID-19 last year, because the exam was held during the COVID-19. They ask, right? So I will ask this question at last also, if I remember, right? When we discuss, I will tell that. So how you are going to illustrate on the curve and how does the production, this is 2020, right? 2020, you see that almost 3 questions has come from production possibility. So other 2 questions from the economic system and the first one, introduction to the economics, right? 2019, how does the production possibility frontier illustrate the following concept? See that again, they ask the scarcity 2020. And 2019, one of the question they ask, you have to display, you have to illustrate on the production possibility curve, problem of scarcity. For this question, if you just draw the graph and I highlight the points, you don't need to write an explanation. Will be given 2 marks according to the marking scheme. If you write a brief description, no problem. Opportunity cost, economic recession, economic growth, right? You have to display on the PPC. And the 5th question, explain why all the combinations of the goods shown on the PPC display production efficiency. The same question is here, but in a different way. For example, I will tell you, I always tell the example. If I ask you, what is your name? Immediately you will answer, my name is Amjad. If I ask you the question, same question in a different way, right? Your father has one and only daughter. Who is that? What is her name? Immediately you can't answer. 1 second or 2 seconds, you have to think. My father has one and only daughter. Oh, it's me, right? That economics questions are such. That's what students feel, that economics question paper is a little bit difficult. If you don't use your critical thinking, if you don't use your common understanding, you need to work on it. Just if you memorize the text, if you memorize the notes, you will not be able to face at least minimum 20% of question. You know why? There are some questions are there, indirect question. It doesn't mean that out of the syllabus, 100% from the syllabus, but they don't ask directly. Right? Like this question is an indirect question, but this is a direct question. See the direct question, PPC curve display production efficiency, but only one combination display allocative efficiency. This is also there in your textbook. Right. Explain, textbook in the sense the syllabus. Explain the law of increasing opportunity cost. Comes in the production possibility model. What caused opportunity cost to increase? What are the reasons? What are the reasons for the increasing opportunity cost? Right. And 2018 question. 2018, using production possibility curve, explains separately the impact on the economy of the rising in unemployment rate and an increase in the working age. So there are two graphs you have to draw. You have to illustrate rise in unemployment rate and increase in the working age population on the production possibility curve. Right. See that almost production possibility questions. Huh? With the help of PPC, explain the concept of scarcity. You know, I didn't take all the first question. Huh? I have taken only that 1.8 and 1.9. What is 1.8? 1.8 is PPC and opportunity cost. You have studied in your first part of the economics, unit 1, the first few chapters, you studied what is opportunity cost, right? And some examples of opportunity cost. And when the opportunity cost is zero, when the situations, when the opportunity cost is zero, you have studied. But here, opportunity cost going to be illustrated on the production possibility curve. There is a very close connection and the relationship between opportunity cost and production possibilities curve. Right? So I have taken the question only 1.8 and 1.9. So the previous parts I skipped. Huh? Otherwise, I have to put all the question, first question. I don't want to put it there because it's there in your past paper. With the help of PPC, again explain scarcity 2017. 2017 scarcity was there, 2019, 2020. It doesn't mean that 1 year they ask and next year they don't ask, because there are 12 units in your economics, altogether 12 units. Definitely all 12 units will be taken for 50 MCQs and 10 part 2 questions. Then you can ask 12 units, how can they take 10? Because the 2 questions will be combined with 2 units. Right, 2 questions will be there, and that question will be combination of 2. For example, 9th unit and 10th unit will be combined in the question of 8th question. In the 8th question, 9th and 10th unit will be combined, right? And the following diagram shows a PPC. Wait a minute, I'll erase it. Right, the following diagram shows a PPC for an economy which produces only civilian goods and military goods. Assume that the economy is producing at the point of K. They are producing at the point of K. There are questions they ask, you have to answer. You have to answer for this question. So these are the problems. That means 2017 to 2020, the question so far they have asked. Question so far they have asked. Last 5 years, because I took only the revised syllabus question paper only. But before that, all the same things are there. It doesn't mean there is no change in the syllabus. Huh? Syllabus is not changed. Right? Only the points are here and there, something they have shifted here and there. That's all. Right? Now you know the questions. You know the problem. Now when I explain, sometimes you may know the answers itself because now you have been experienced of 1 year, you have been studying this economics, right? Maybe you have done the exam papers or you have done and dusted this part. But sometimes you may forget. Now when I explain that, you can connect to the problem, right? Now the problems are in your mind. When you study the theory, when someone is explaining the notes, like you are finding the answer. So your learning process should be every chapter. Huh? When you are going to study every unit, your learning process should be what? Not just understanding the facts, finding the answers for the question. You are going to find the answers, then only you are preparing for the exam. My voice is not clear again. Well, how about now? Is it fine now? Because I have increased the volume. Yeah, it's fine. How about others? Still my voice is not clear? Yeah, it's fine, right? Okay, fine. But sometimes, you know, the people, sometimes if you lag me, just remember, maybe your internet also might be a problem. My internet problem, definitely everyone cannot hear. Huh? Okay, right, fine. Thank you. Right. And number one, first thing before you understand, I have a question. Right? And the one condition to answer this question, you should not tell the definition. Huh? Don't tell the definition, right? Don't tell the definition. What you understood the word PPC, production possibility curve or frontier, whatever, what you have understood in your own word, within you have to use maximum 4-5 vocabularies only. Don't write a paragraph and don't write the definitions, right? What you have understood, I can tell in 2 words. I will tell in 2 words. I'm asking you such a way. What you have understood. this word PPC, production possibility curve, mean what is it? Okay. They are saying only 2 goods are produced. Okay. What you understood? Huh? Honestly, you answer. Right? Don't tell the definition. Production boundary shows the maximum output of 2 goods. Okay, fine. Any others? Any others? Please, correct or wrong, no problem. Just tell me. Then only I can make sure that you must understand. Until I finish my degree, I just memorize the facts and did it. When I start teaching only, I got to know what is PPC. That's a fact. Production output, maximum efficiency of production. It is a curve that shows the economy's production. Exactly, perfect. Maximum that can be produced by an economy. Okay, right. Okay, thank you very much for your answers. Now, this is
Sir, unmute your mic. Shakeel sir, unmute your mic.
okay. I unmute. Now, fine.
Now okay.
Okay, right. Right. Some students say economic production, potential production. The curve which shows the maximum combination of output of 2 goods, combination of 2 outputs, right? To know the growth of an economy. Perfect. Your answers are absolutely correct. Your answers are absolutely correct. But the thing is, you know, you have used the economical terms. To explain that, you have used the economical terms, right? I'm telling you a simple example that is production possibility. Similar example, a similar example, you can combine, you can utilize it. Example, you see that we have a brain capacity, right? We have a brain capacity. We have 100% brain capacity. So for 400 grams, something is there. No, that means we have 100% capacity. Are we using 100% capacity of our brain? We are not, right? We are not. Some research says, scientific researchers are there. They are saying maximum an average person can be used 6% of the 6%. Out of 100, we are using only the 6%, right? And sometimes they say the highest rate used by the Albert Einstein is around 9%. So there are some myths, there issues are there, but 100% nobody has used the brain. That means our maximum potential is what? 100%. But practically, are we using 100% of our brain capacity? We are not using 100%. We are not using 100%. That's the reason we are improving every day. You know, day by day, we are improving. Right? When you study, when you do some skills, until your death, you are improving. That means we are not perfect. We cannot use 100%. That's the true fact. Likewise, same way, in an economy, if you take an economy, there are 100% potentials is there, right? And remember, as you guys said, the production possibility curve, the term itself has a meaning. Production possibility curve, it's an output concept graph. It's a what? Output concept graph. Total output of an economy. There are 3 graphs you will be studying in economics. I think already you have studied PPC. There are 3 graphs are there. There are 3 graphs in economics to explain the output concept of an economy. To explain the output concept of economy. Do you have any idea? PPC is the first one. PPC is talking about the output concept. To explain the output concept, PPC is used. What are the other 2 graphs we can use, we are using in economics? We are using in the economics. We'll see. No. Demand is a micro concept. You can't say demand because demand is a micro concept. PPC output is a macro concept. You know, we are talking about total output of the country. Demand talks about what? Only demand is one product, Apple's demand, mobile phones demand. If you say aggregate demand, it's fine. But aggregate demand is not output, right? Why? Tell me, demand is whose behavior, guys? Producers' behavior or consumers' behavior? Producers' behavior? Exactly, right? Demand is a consumer's behavior. Consumers are not producing. Consumers are demanding, right? Who is producing? Supplier is producing. Right? So when supply is producing, to show the aggregate supply, there is a curve. What is the curve? Now tell me, I have given the clue. Exactly, we can say GDP, right? Concept GDP, right? So GDP is the concept, not the graph, but there is a graph related to the GDP, actual and potential output graph. Actual and potential output graph is there. Actual and potential output graph is there. Example, this is the way. Right? If you draw the graph using the GDP, this will be our potential graph, right? This will be the potential graph. So Y equal E graph. This is your, I think, 5th unit, right? This is the 5th unit. And this will be our actual one. Sometimes it fluctuates. So to explain the theory, we use it, but all the economies will not be the same way, right? And it will be fluctuating. Sometimes you see that it will exceed our potential level. Sometimes it will go below our potential level. That means if an economy produce all the resources, utilizing all the resources, they can grow constantly, they can grow. But the economy is not utilizing all the resources, practical issue, right? And that's the reason it's a fluctuate. You will be studying this one in your 5th and 6th unit, right? Boom, downturn, recession concept. So simply GDP is the concept. The GDP concept is illustrated on the actual and the potential graph. This is one of the graph. And I talk about the supply. There is an aggregate supply. What do you call that? LRAS, long run aggregate supply curve. LRAS. Just remember these 3 graphs are there in economics to explain the output concept. Output concept. Perfect. So that's what to explain. Before I come to the economy production possibility curve, I gave you the potential and actual. Potential in the sense, say for example, I will take Sri Lanka. There are how many total population? 20 million population is there, roughly 20 million population. Among the 20 million population, nearly, according to 2016 stats, 16 million people are eligible to work, I guess, right? 16 million, I can't remember, 14 million exact, right? 14 million or 1.4 million exactly, somewhere around, right? Just take it, I will say for 14 million, for 1.4 million. 1.4 million people are eligible to work, 1.4 million. So this is we call our labor resource, right? Labor resource, the people who are eligible to work. To produce the goods and service, we know we need four factors of production. You know that, right? To produce goods and services, to produce output, right? If we want to increase the output, we need these 4 factors of production. The first one is the labor. So we have labor resources completely. I'm asking you the question. In Sri Lanka, everyone who are eligible to work, are they employed? Still in Sri Lanka, there is 400,000 people are unemployed roughly. But after the pandemic, it has increased. After pandemic, it has increased. According to economics, real world example, right? If there is the people are not employed, what do you mean by that? Are we using full potential? No, we are not using the full potential, right? So there are some resources are wasted. So I will not talking about that. Just imagine we are using all these 14 million labors, right? Labor resources, 14 million we have. Number 2, land resource. Sri Lanka's land resource, just remove the rivers and everything and the land, actual land resource, just say for example, we have 2,000 acres, 20,000 acre, right? 20,000 acre land, example, 20,000 or 200,000 land is available now, right? And capital resource, machineries and everything, right? Say example, 500 billion value capitals available in Sri Lanka, capital resources, furnitures, buildings, whatever. And the entrepreneurship, there are entrepreneurs and enterprises in Sri Lanka. If we utilize all this, that means a single resource is not wasted. Single resource is not wasted. Then how much we can produce? And very important condition is what? When we are producing such a way, this should not increase the inflation or trigger the inflation. So you will study in your grades at the 6th and 5th unit why inflationary pressure is there, right? Then we call potential output. Is it possible? This is not possible. But then only we can evaluate an economy's potential. So we didn't come to that optimum level, right? So if we be able to produce every resource's maximum, optimum usage without triggering the inflation pressure, right? That is we call a potential output level, okay? Right. And actual production mean, actual output mean, I said in Sri Lanka, there are some labor resources are not utilized. That means unemployment of resources. And land resources, all the lands are utilized, not utilized. Some lands are just kept it. In Colombo itself, you can find it. They call the government isolated area. So it belongs to government, not utilized. So government is selling now these days. And capital resources, how many buildings are haunted now, vacated, government constructions are there, just buildings are haunted. So in Sri Lanka, if you take it in an economy, right, if Sri Lanka an economy, there are a number of resources are not utilized. So we call that, with that situation, whatever the output we produce, we call actual output. So all the economy in the world, we are talking about what? Actual output only. But we use a potential output to understand the gap between the potential output and actual output, right? The PPZ, right? Exactly, the port city issue is there. Now PPZ will be showing, tell me in your chat box, PPC graph, right? Production possibility graph. If I draw just this way, now I showed the point here, right? This is a potential output level or actual output level. I have showed on the PP here. I mentioned point A. This is potential output to actual output. In PPC, what we draw on the PPC. Everyone, please, yeah, go ahead. Potential output, perfect. It's not our actual output. You know, this is what is production possibility curve. Now I will tell you, we are connecting our possible points. We are connecting our possible points. Same example I'll take. 14 million labors, right? 200,000 acre land and 500 million value capital. If we utilize all these resources to produce, example, consumer goods, we are using all the resources. If we can produce consumer goods, only consumer goods, we can produce, say, for example, 2 million value consumer goods, example. Or else, if we utilize all these resources to produce the capital goods, not consumer goods, not consumer goods. Only capital goods mean 1.5 million value capital goods we can produce. That means what is this? Potential output. Suppose we want to divide these two and we are going to produce capital and consumer together. Then we can produce, say, example, consumer goods 1 million and capital goods, say, for example, 0.5 million value. Then if you draw that, it will be coming in somewhere in the middle here, right? So capital goods and consumer goods. So you can mention here 1 million value goods. Here you can mention 0.5 million goods. So we are talking about what? Our possible points, our possibilities, right? I hope you understood. Now we'll come to this point. Before we go to the PPC again, so almost you have the idea. Now it will clear more, right? It will be clearing your more understanding. You will get the more understanding using these two examples, right? Take this, think of this one. A housing project which is proposed to be implemented on 50,000 acre, right? There is a land, 50,000 square feet, 50,000 square feet land is available. Now they are going to start a housing project, but they have options. They have options. What is option? Either they can construct houses using 1,000 square feet. For example, that house, they are going to use it on the 1,000 square feet. So houses on 1,000 square feet, or else 2,000 square feet houses, right? For example, if you take it 50,000 acre, right, 50,000 square feet land, right? They are going to produce two types of house. So 2,000 square feet house and 1,000 square feet house. Right? Sometimes they can use it both, or they are going to use it only one. Now the first question, the first thing is, how many houses, tell me in the chat box, how many houses they can produce, so they can construct on this land, only if 1,000 square feet houses are constructed. Before I read even, they have said the answer. Perfect, right? Correct. How many? 50 houses. That means no 2,000 square feet houses. All 50,000 square feet we are going to utilize to construct 1,000 square feet houses. Then how many houses will construct? 50 houses, right? Come to the second one. How many houses can be constructed if we are going to produce only 2,000 square feet? Already you have said 25, perfect, right? 25 houses. Remember that if we are utilizing only to construct 1,000 mean only 50. Only 2,000 mean 25. Now my question is, right? You can raise the answer, raise your hand. You raise your hand, I will give the annotate option. Annotate, you can draw on the screen. Using this two information. Now you know that, no? How many 50 houses can be constructed and 25 houses can be constructed, right? Using this two information. Who can draw the PPC curve now? Raise your hand. Am I right? So it's no, the raise hand has gone now. Only my raise hand. Anyone who can draw? If you raise a hand, I will give the annotate option. You can draw on my screen. Anyone? Guys, is the first chapter. All right. Muhammad, MI Muhammad is there, right? MI Muhammad, right? I will give you the annotate option. Right. Now you can draw, Muhammad. You can draw. Others don't draw. Muhammad, you can draw. Okay, no problem. Any direction you draw, just draw it. Using that first two information, draw the curve, PPC curve. Please, others don't annotate. Only Muhammad. Huh? J7 Max, please don't annotate. Only Muhammad will annotate. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Have you done, Mohammed? That's it, right? That's it, Mohammed? Perfect. Yeah, correct. That's all. Exactly. Thank you very much. Awesome. Huh? That's the exact one. To draw that, maybe others know, but you might be scared. You are utilizing utilizing these two information. Huh? These two information. Say, for example, you are going to mention here 2,000 square feet houses. This side is 1,000 square feet houses. Right? If we are utilizing, these 2 points are the optimal point, right? These 2 points are there, the maximum point. If we are utilizing the 1,000 square feet only, you are going to construct only 1,000 square feet, mean we can produce how many? 50 houses here. This point, 50. If it is 2,000, mean only how many? 25. This is the graph. Sometime in O-level paper, they could ask, giving these two information, draw the graph. You don't want to draw according to the numerical, the measurement, just you have to sketch, that's all. Muhammad, you have done the correct one, right? So very important thing, the label y-axis and the x-axis. Well, you can change it 2,000 here or 1,000 there, no problem. But this is the actual graph, right? This is the actual graph, right? Yes, you can use the linear also. Perfect. Exactly. Who's that? Bilal, right? You can use the linear also because they didn't give any information here regarding what opportunity cost is increasing or decreasing. You can use it linear also. Exactly, Bilal. Right? 50 and 25. Because they didn't say, sometime if they don't give any other information, they would ask you to draw concave or convex, the straight line. Right? They will be asking you to draw the increasing opportunity cost curve or whatever it is, right? If they don't give any information, you can draw it increasing or you can draw the straight line, linear ones, right? Constant opportunity, because you don't know exactly constant or not, right? Only you know the two maximum output only, right? Perfect. I hope you all understand. Now come to the point. Now I'm explaining a production possibility curve and the opportunity cost. So now we are this part is we are going to discuss how the opportunity cost can be illustrated on the production possibility curve. When constructing 2,000 square feet houses on this land, how much of other type of houses can be sacrificed, forgone? Tell me. Now we are going to produce only 2,000 square feet houses. Then how many 1,000 square feet houses are forgone, sacrificed? Hey, how many? When constructing 2,000 square feet houses, 2,000 square feet houses, how many we can? 25. When we are constructing 25 houses, which is 2,000 square feet houses, how many 1,000 square feet houses are sacrificed? Is it 25? Guys, 50. How can you say 25? 50,000 square feet houses are sacrificed. You know that I said here, either this is the way if you put it in the table, right? 1,000 square feet, this is 2,000 square feet houses, right? If you are producing 0,000 square feet houses, how many 2,000 square feet houses? 50. Two optimum, two maximum, extreme output levels, right? Sorry, 25. This is 25, right? At the same time, if they are going to produce only 2,000 square feet, then how many they can produce? Sorry, they are not going to produce 0. They are producing 2,000 0. And how many 1,000 square feet they are going to produce? 50. So this is 25. This is 25. This is the two optimum output level, two maximum, two extreme levels, right? They are not going to produce any 1,000 square feet, but they are going to produce only 25. Then producing 2,000 square feet houses. How many houses they are producing? 25 actually, altogether. When they are going to produce 25 houses, that means 25 2,000 square feet houses, how many houses they have to sacrifice? 1,000 houses, square feet. 50,000 square feet houses should be sacrificed or forgone. If other way around, right? If they are going to produce only 1,000 square feet, construct the 1,000 square feet houses, they are going to produce how many then? 50,000 square feet houses. If they produce, how many 2,000 square feet they are going to sacrifice now? 25. If they don't produce 50, how many they can produce? 25. So 25 2,000 square feet houses are sacrificed. Is a basic thing, because this type of questions only in MCQ they will be asked, right? Now come to the point here. Now it's easy, you can understand already. I told the answer. So on a 50,000 square feet land, only how many 2,000 square feet houses can be produced? Constructed 25 houses of 2,000 square feet houses can be constructed, and only 50 houses of 2,000 square feet can be constructed. So that is a final conclusion. You got it. Perfect. Now, this is what we are going to calculate now in the lesson. This is, generally altogether total amount of opportunity cost we talk about, right? So simply if I say the opportunity cost of producing 2,000 square feet houses, how many? 50,000 square feet houses. Opportunity cost of producing, opportunity cost of producing 2,000 square feet houses, right? Then how many we are sacrificing? 50,000 square feet houses. But here the question is in your A-level also they will be asking you, right? Unit based, right? What is it? If 10,000 feet houses are constructed, then how many of 2,000 feet? Wait. That's the question. Wait a minute. If they produce 10,000 square feet constructed, then how many of 2,000 square feet houses are forgotten? Exactly. I will tell you. Then you calculate the first of all unit based, right? Unit based, first of all, calculate it. Say, for example, now this is 1,000 square feet and this is 2,000 square feet, right? And when they are producing 0,000 square feet, how many 2,000 square feet they've produced? 25. And when they are producing 50 square feet, 1,000 square feet houses, they don't produce any 2,000 square feet houses. These are all together. But if they want to calculate unit base, that is we call marginal opportunity cost. Marginal opportunity cost. What is marginal opportunity cost mean? If they want to produce, but we are talking about producing 2,000 square feet houses, producing 2,000 square feet houses, right? So your question is other way around. That means you said if the 1,000 square feet houses constructed, then how many 2,000 you're asking in the other way around, right? No problem. So we will go through this way and I will tell you the answer for that, right? And how to calculate the unit base now? When they are going to produce 1 unit of 2,000 square feet of hadith, because in PPC this point we are talking about one way of answering the method. One way of answering. Look at this table, right? We are talking about the producing, which one? 2,000 square feet. We are not talking about 10,000 square feet houses, right? Then your question should be changed other way around. The table will be changing other way around. For example, I'll put in 2,000 square feet houses. They are producing 0. Sorry, we'll put it 1,000, right? 1,000. 0. Then 2,000 square feet houses, how many they produce? 25. And if they are going to produce 50, right? And how many? 0. That means, now tell me the opportunity cost of producing, 50 square feet of, 50 houses, 1,000 square feet houses, how many houses? 50 houses. How many 2,000 square feet houses being sacrificed? 25 2,000 square feet houses are sacrificed. So this is the other way around, because in this question, it's coming from 2,000 square feet houses production. Then answer will be in terms of 1,000 square feet option, right? 1,000 square feet option. So here you are writing 25 mean wrong answer. You have to write 25 2,000 square feet houses. Then if they want to produce 10 square feet of, 10,000 square feet of houses, how many 2,000 square feet houses should be sacrificed? Then what you should do? Calculate the unit one, right? Unit marginal opportunity cost calculated. How to calculate the marginal opportunity cost, right? Now see that which one is sacrificed. The opportunity cost formula. Opportunity cost formula is foregone divided by produced. Foregone divide by produced. What is the foregone here? 25 is foregone. And produced one is 50. So what is the answer? 0. Tell me 25 divided by 50. I'm weak in maths. 0.5. Yeah, 0.5, right? 0.5. So that means if they want to produce one, right? If they want to produce 1,000 square feet of hadith, 1,000 square feet of house, how many 2,000 square feet house should be sacrificed? 0.5, because that is a 2,000 square feet. They can build 2,000 square feet houses. So if they want to produce one house which will be taking 1,000 square feet, then they are sacrificing how many? 0.5. Then if they are producing 10 houses which will be utilizing 1,000 square feet, 10, then how many 2,000 square feet houses can be produced? Multiply by this. Then how many? Multiply, then how much should come? 25, right? Multiply. 0.5, no? 0.5 into, I'm using calculator, you don't use calculator, 0.5. These days we are using 0. Multiple calculators. 5 houses, exactly. You all said 5 houses. Yes, okay, thank you. Right? 5 houses. Got the answers. Who asked the question? So if they are producing, if they ask the question, what is the opportunity cost of producing 1,000 square feet houses, 10 houses, 10 houses, which is 1,000 square feet houses, how many 2,000 square feet houses are sacrificed? 5. So if they ask such a way, you have to calculate the marginal opportunity cost, marginal opportunity unit cost, right? Now here asking in other way around. That means when they are increasing 1 unit of 2,000, that means in 2,000 square feet house, how many 1,000 square feet we can build? Absolutely 2. Absolutely 2. That means if an economy, sorry, for this land, if they are producing, if they are going to construct 1 unit of 2,000 square feet house, plural, singular, right? 1 unit of 2,000, that one house they are going to build, then how many 2,000 square feet houses are here should be foregone? 2. This is the ratio. This is the ratio, right? This is the ratio. For 2,000 house and 1,000, we call it 1:2. If you say 1,000 is and 2,000, 1:0.5. 1:0.5. So this detail you need in your international trade concept. When you study international comparative advantage, you need to focus this way only, right? I hope you got the answers. Right. .5, yeah, that's any question you have? Here, if anyone is talking here in a Tamil, because this is English medium session, right? You better use your language in a proper way, right? Because there is a person using some unworded statements here, right? So if you are here to disturb, because this is a direct message, no? If you are, because there are students to learn. So if anyone Tamil medium student, if you don't understand, just leave it, because that is a boy name is a Muslim name, right? Either if you want to study, learn, right? Otherwise you leave, because as Prophet said, you might be a student or a teacher or a person who is going to help, right? Don't disturb anyone here. Yeah, I will explain again. Don't worry, I'll explain again. Okay. Right. So because students are here to learn, if anyone is using the if possible, better we can remove this person. That's what he's unwanted statements he's making here. Right. Okay. I will explain again. Huh? No, you this is fine, because there's another one. Okay, I'll explain again. No problem. This point, right? And remember that I just put it this question in a table. You will understand. We are talking about producing 2,000. Producing 2,000. Then it should be this way. It starts from 0. Then which one is 2,000 square feet houses? This is 1,000 square feet houses, right? 2,000 square feet houses, 1,000. Then when they are producing 2,000 square feet houses, how many they can produce? 1,050 they are going to produce it. Now we are talking about the producing the houses. No, then if they are going to produce a 25 according to the statement 50, no, right, 50,000 square feet, so they can produce a maximum amount of 25 2,000 square feet houses. Then they have to sacrifice altogether 50, sorry, 50, right? So that means producing 25 2,000 square feet houses, 50,000 square feet houses should be sacrificed. Okay, 20 we are going to produce. This is produce one. We are going to produce. How many we are sacrificing? 50 is a sacrificing, right? So if you're going to calculate the opportunity cost equal the formula foregone amount divided by produced amount. Remember that, huh? Foregone amount divided by produced. I have given in the formula is given the tutor. Then foregone is how much? We foregone 50, right? Here the total 50, no, the 50 we could be able to produce, but it made it 0. Why we made it 0? That means we are not going to produce any 1,000 square feet houses, because we are going to produce 2,000 square feet houses, right? So that means, so foregone is a 50, right? And the produced is 25. Because we produce 2,000 square feet house, now we are going to produce it. Then answer is 2. What do you mean by the 2? 2,000 square feet houses, because the students remember that the last point is value is important, right? That means to produce 1 unit of 2,000 square feet house. Now we are going to produce one house, one house using 2,000 square feet. How many houses we are going to sacrifice in terms of 1,000 square feet? 2,000 square feet houses. 2,000 square feet houses. So I have example. There are many examples are there, right? So because I took this one to introduce the opportunity cost, then you people have taken to the main point itself. Yeah, marginal opportunity cost is equal unit, 1 unit. What is mean by marginal? Mean unit based. Marginal opportunity cost mean unit. So you have studied is indeed diminishing marginal return. You studied marginal cost. You studied in the production and revenue. Marginal revenue, marginal production you studied, right? Marginal cost you studied, marginal benefit you will study in the second part, externalities. So margin mean when you are increasing 1 unit of certain things, what is the change in the benefit or whatever it is? So 1 unit, right? That is we call marginal, right? Right. So you know that what is PPF, right? I have already told what is production possibility frontier. So definition is here. I'm not reading the definition. All the possible points, right? We are connecting all the possible points over the period of time. Over the period of time. The condition is very important. We are using maximum efficiency. We are using maximum efficiency points. At the same time, another condition, we have to use the prevailing technology. The present technology is utilized. And the combination of 2 products. Wherever you are drawing the graph, you have combination of 2 products, right? Combination of 2 products. Right. Technology remain constant. That's a particular technology. Yeah, PDF, I will send it. Already I have put it in the chat box. You stay there, I will send it again. Once I finish it, I will send it. Right. There are 2 factors. There are major 2 factors. There are major 2 factors which determine the production possibility frontier. Right. We talk about the potential. No? We are talking about the production possibility. This curve is, we are connecting the possible points here. The maximum efficient points we are connecting. This 2 point only, as I said, if you take it a 2,000 square feet house and 1,000 square feet house mean, here it will be 25, it will be 50, right? Suppose if they want to produce, as someone asked the question, 10 houses here, right? So if they are going to produce the 10 houses of 1,000 square feet, and how many houses they can produce here? 5, right? 5 2,000 square feet houses they can produce. So these are possibilities, right? Likewise, there are possibilities, points are there. We connect it. All the possible points, that is we are getting the PPC curve, right? To draw this PPC curve, right? To draw this PPC curve, there are major 2 factors are there. As I already talked about the resources availability, resources availability. That we call resources endowment. Resources endowment mean the availability of our resources. I said our labor resources, our capital resources, our land resources. What if Sri Lanka discovered oil in Sri Lanka? In Sri Lanka, suppose say, if we discovered our endowment of the resources in terms of land from the nature, whatever we are getting, right? The land will increase. So when it increases, what will happen? This PPC, you already studied that, huh? This PPC will shift to right side because in the long term, it will be a economic growth. We call it what? Economic growth, exactly, right? And the labor resource. For example, say in Sri Lanka, there are around 15 lakhs Sri Lankans are working in abroad. 15 lakhs Sri Lankans are working in Middle East, Canada, everywhere, temporary laborers, right? Migrated. Suddenly, if all 15 laborers immigrated to Sri Lanka, right? They resigned the job and they came to Sri Lanka. There will be unemployment problem in one point, but our labor resources, working population is increasing. There is a past paper question. Can you remember that 2017, right? When the working population increases, what will happen? Our resource endowment, availability of the labor is increasing. Then our labor force increases, which will increase the production possibility to right side. The curve will be shifted. Curve will be shifted. Capital resources. For example, foreign direct investment. China is investing $500 million, example, $500 million in terms of machinery. They are bringing the machineries, vehicles to construct something here. So our capital availability is getting increased. Then our production possibility will shift right side. Okay, and entrepreneurship. Some foreigners or Sri Lanka after A-level or after degree university, there are many people are coming out as an entrepreneur rather than an employee. They become an employer. So there will be no new business started, right? New companies are emerging. Then it will increase our production possibility to shift to the right side. At the same time, other way around also there are tsunami. Tsunami caused, right, a sort of land resources in Sri Lanka. The coastal area has exploited. What will happen? Our land resource will reduce. When the land resource reduces, definitely our PPC will shift inside, inward shift, right? And Sri Lanka, around 30 years civil war, right? Around 30 years, there was a civil war in Jaffna. So what happened? Many people killed and the capital resources, buildings were, many constructions were demolished. Then what will happen? Many entrepreneurs were killed and entrepreneurship has shut down. Production possibility curve will shift inward, economic decline. Perfect. Economic decline. I hope you understand. So the availability of resources, when these availability of resources are increasing, PPC will shift to right side. If that availability of resources does something happen because of the disaster or whatever. Now tell me guys, I will come to the point here itself. COVID-19, this 2020 COVID-19 will cause a shift in the PPC, or what is that? What will happen to PPC? Just write it. Tell me. Decline, shift in the PPC, inward shift, shift to the left, sir. Potential output is not the absolute output. Bilal, your question is a bit confusing. Why potential output is not the maximum absolute? No, we can't, no, there is an issue. In this topic, you will study in detail in your macroeconomic equilibrium, because that is not the topic here, right? So if I want to explain that point, you know, sometimes Sri Lanka is exceeding. Some nations are exceeding more than their potential. More than their potential. How is possible? You will study those things in your macroeconomic equilibrium, you will study that. So you people have said left, inward, shift, decline. But one answer, the last answer was there. It caused a recession in economy. Okay, it caused a recession in economy. Tell me in the PPC what will happen. Point will change if this exists more than 5 years. Perfect, Muhammad. Exactly. You must understand COVID-19 is causing a recession. What is recession? Recession is a short-term problem. It's a short-run problem. Short-run, temporarily, the demand is decreasing. Then PPC will not shift inward. As Muhammad said, if it is continuous for 5 years, then it's come to the long run. So if a recession fall into the long run, what do you call that? Depression. What do you call it? Depression. Then the PPC will shift inward. After 5 years in Sri Lanka, the COVID-19 exists. Definitely PPC will shift because many people will die. Business will shut down. But at this moment now, our production possibility curve is, how is it? But we don't say that we are producing optimum. No. Say, for example, we are producing at this point. Before COVID-19 come, our production possibility, production point is A. Now where should be? It will move further inside, because this is the PPC situation in Sri Lanka during most this pandemic. Is a temporary situation. This is a temporary situation. So when we recover, again, this point will back to here, or else it will further move on. Got it? It won't shift. It won't shift. Yes. So it will increase the further 5 years because of the production of country. Yeah, exactly. So I hope you all understood. The second situation, this is here, sometime we can produce more than our potential. More than our potential when, say, the land resource is not increased. Labor resource is constant. Capital also constant. Everything is constant. But what happened? Our productivity increases. You know that productivity means the person's output performance is increasing. Say example, we are going to use the new technology. We are using a new technology. But still we have 50 laborers in a company. I'm just taking at a micro level. In a company, 50 laborers are there. They are using around 2 machineries, old machinery. So they upgraded the machinery. They upgraded the machine. Then, for example, using 50 laborers and 2 old machine, they could be able to produce, say, 500 mobile phones per day. Now, once they upgraded, there is no change in the labor. There is no change in the number of machine. Only the upgradation, right? They have just made a change in the technology, and what will happen is we'll get a fast performance. Now they can produce 700 per day. What is happening? The production potential, it is increasing because of the productivity. This is what will happen, Bilal, right? Sometimes the potential, we will exceed more than the potential, maximum absolute amount, right? Right, increase, upgrade the technology. And the management style. Say, for example, we didn't divide the labor. New management comes and they are dividing the labor task, division of labor. New management styles will change the production. That period will increase the productivity of the employees. Human capital, that means human capital mean. Tell me what is the difference between human resources and human capital? Human resources and human capital. We all are human resource in the world. Everyone are human resources. But human capital mean the human resource who has a special talent, who has a special ability, we call human capital. Perfect. Human capital is a skill of the labor, right? For example, everyone in this world are human resource. We call HR, right? Human resource. But if you have a special talent, you have an upgraded education, you have a degree, you have experience, you have a special capacities, competencies, then you are a human capital. In this world, no one is like to become a human resource. You don't try to be a human resource. You should be a human capital, innovators, ideas, okay? Right. Division of labors, those factors are impacting on the production possibility. Right. So when we are drawing the production possibility, because sometime, so from 2017, they didn't ask this question. Before only they asked this question because easy question. That's why they are omitting this one. Assumptions. Because in economics, when we are drawing the graph, mostly we are using the assumption. First assumption itself, you can understand, right? Without assumption, we can't explain the output concept according to economics because we are using the graph. In economic, in mathematics, according to maths, what happened suddenly? Wait, hold on, huh? I couldn't be able to annotate. Something. Well, okay. Because I couldn't be able to annotate it. It's not it. According to the mathematics, in the graph, we can show y-axis and x-axis, right? So only 2 combinations only we can show. Oh my God. Give me a few seconds, because suddenly stuck. It's loading. But I hope you can see my screen, huh? You can see my screen and you can hear me.
Students, write down.
Ilmi sir, make other one also my one. Alright, okay, fine. Sorry, students, something happened. I don't know what happened. Even Ilmi sir also has gone, and I sent a message also. The one become automatically host there, and I sent a message to make me host, but right, okay, I don't know what happened suddenly. Sorry for the inconvenience. Huh? Right. So these are the assumptions where we can only two productions can be produced, and resource stock remains constant. That means there is no changes in the labor resources. There is no changes in the capital resources. Whatever we say, the resource endowment, right? There is no changes, because in the graph we can draw only two combination. That's why, because of this, this production possibility combination introduced by father of economics. Who is the father of economics? Just a small question. Who is the father of economics? You might study the definition of him. Father of economics. Who is the father of economics? Adam Smith. Yes, Adam Smith's idea only. These graphs are constructed by Adam Smith. But later, after 1928, the new person he emerged and he criticized Adam Smith's opinion. Who is that? Keynes, right? After that, the Keynes criticized production possibility. Whatever the Adam Smith has created, he criticized and he has given the alternative ideologies. Just for your understanding. Before that, because of that, there are two types of economists in the world. One is we call classical economics, and the one is Keynesian economics. So Adam Smith, after Adam Smith, 1776 onward, we call it a classical economics. After 1925, those who are following the Keynes, we call Keynesian economics. So these are classical economics ideology. Yeah? So technology remains constant and optimum utilization of the resource. That means the full employment of the resource. That's what we are showing everything on the PPC. Right. Shall we go for a small quiz test? Because you guys have enough understanding about this PPC and the opportunity cost. Shall we go for a small activity? Are you ready? Online quiz. Online quiz. Online quiz. I hope you are ready to do. Wait a minute. So since you have a good understanding about that, so just to warm up and for you all to have a small fun activity. Yeah. So I will share the screen now. I hope you all can see my screen now. Hold on, guys, because I'm searching for the questions now. God. Right, guys, now you will be getting a pin code. Sorry, sorry for the small delay. I couldn't be able to search it. Yeah, don't worry, we will do that. Huh? On your screen, you will get a pin number. Now, before that, what you do, right? You guys, I will put in the chat box, click this link and go to the web, www.kahoot.it. So it's just 6 MCQs from this PPC, right? Just click that www.kahoot.it. Just go to the right. I hope have you gone. Just click the www.kahoot.it. Just click that link. You can go to website and it will request a pin code, game pin. Click the game pin. Wait, it will be displayed for you now. Right, there's a game pin. You see that? 1169000. So if you enter the game pin, your name will be appear here. You just give your name. Don't give any nickname. Just go to www.kahoot.it. So this is online. We are going to play online. Everyone is going to lively. We are going to play. Again, I'll put it www.kahoot. Just click this link, kahoot.it. And it will ask the play mode and give the pin code, the game pin 1169000. So those who given that, your name will be appear here. Right, after that, I will be displaying the game. Just click the link, Yeah, the pin code is given there. You see the pin code? This is the pin code. 1169000. Right? Okay, come on. So there are 6 MCQs online game, right? Related to this lesson. Each question I have given enough time, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, sometime 1 minute also I have given for a calculation question. Right? So after every question, I will explain you the answers in detail, but the answer will be revealed. You don't need to download anything. No. You don't download this. You don't want to download from the App Store. Don't download from the Play Store. Just you can use the browser. You can use your browsers. Don't download. Just click that link I have given. Right? In the chat box, you see www. Here, this is there. The top it's mentioned www.kahoot.it. Click it, go to the browser, and just there's the option is a play. Right? Just click the play, and it will require the pin number, game pin. So you will be given the game pin, then you can join. So give your name. So because you see that there are 36 students have joined, that means something in your browser issues will be there. So those who have, so we will start. So at least around 40 students comes, we will start. Right? So I'm waiting for another 3 students. So we'll start. So all the best, guys. We'll see the winner. Who will be the winner? And remember that. And remember, before I go to the question, you have to look at my screen. You look at my Zoom display because answers and the questions will be on my screen. In your screen, that means your browser. In your browser, only answers icons will be there. Answers icons mean 4 answers will be given on my screen. The answer will be given, not 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be given as a triangle and square. Likewise, only it will be given. That icons only will be there in your phone. So you have to click the correct option. You have to click the correct option. You see the answer in my display, and in your phone browser, you click the correct option. Again, I'm repeating. Remember that question and answer will be on my display. On my display, right? Okay, let's start. All the best. Look at my Zoom. Look at my Zoom. This is a question, right? This is a question. Look at my Zoom. See that in your browser, answer options are there in colors: red color, yellow color. Answer options are there. You have to click in your phone, but question and answer will be on my screen. Right? It's, I think, around 30 seconds I have given. The timer will be running. Timer is running on the screen. You can see that. Right. This is your self-check. Right? Look at the question now. If an economy is operating inside its current PPF, production possibility frontier, then it must be experiencing, it's an easy question, right? When the PPC, inside the PPC, any point, what do you call that? Unemployment of resource. The resources are not utilized. Some resources are wasted. Now see that 13 students are good, correct answer, right? 13 students are correct. But you don't see that all 13 will get the same points because the fastest finger will be the number one. Look at this one. Now this, see the leaderboard. Right? See the leaderboard. So this is the number one, right? So she has the A, because you know, the fastest finger, 30 seconds, who is answering the fast one? Second question. So in these questions I have given, I think 30 or 1 minute, 30 seconds, I guess, yeah. Which point on the PPF diagram is currently not achievable? What is it? So your answer options are in your phone browser. Click in the phone browser. The correct color, you just click. Right. Go ahead. 33, 34 students have answered. 37, yes, 38. All students have answered. Right. So what is the answer? Right, exactly. According to the graph, you know, the point outside the PPC is not achievable. We call it what? Scarcity. You have seen in the past paper, there are some questions they ask you to illustrate. So you have to draw the PPC and make a point out of the PPC. That is, we call the point we cannot achieve. Right? That is example for the scarcity. So 27 students got the correct one. But you see the leaderboard. Leaderboard sometimes would change. Right? Okay, Asma has come. Because the fastest answer will be the winner, right? Okay, go to the next one. This is the calculation. I have given 1 minute. Take your time and 1 minute. I have time 1 minute. Some students have answered, right? Don't worry. At last, you can see whether correct or wrong answer, no problem. So if all students have answered, we can move on. Okay, but 7 seconds you have. Right. So look at the graph. That graph now it's not there. I cannot take it again back because it's a game continuously will be played, right? Maybe some students have misunderstood the question and they put it as 70, right? They put it as a 70, right? Keep this question, I will explain it because I have a graph also there. I will explain this one, right? So 30 is the correct answer. 30 is the correct answer. Since I'm using my mobile phone, I cannot display everything. So this is the leaderboard now at the moment. Right, next question.
What's the answer?
a movement from X to C would mean X to C, yeah, X to C. Now you can read the question clear, answers clear. X to C. You have 11 more, 9 seconds. So it's movement from X to C, right? So still the students have a confusion. See that the production possibility from X to C mean the X was the point inside the curve. Point inside the curve, it move on to the curve. Even no need to move on to the curve. If there is a movement inside itself, right? It's the increment, it's an increase, it's an increase. Then you have studied in your first slot of the unit 1. There are 3 occasions where opportunity cost is 0. There is no opportunity cost. There is no opportunity cost. One of the opportunity cost, one of the occasion is what? When there is an unemployment, right? When the economy is utilizing unemployed resources, there is no opportunity cost. I will be showing that also in the display, yeah? Because in our notes, entire things are there. Right, let's check the leaderboard now. All right, Mohammed has come. Go ahead, go ahead. Another 2 more question, I guess, yeah. An economy's PPF shifts from PPF1 to PPF2, a possible reason. Okay, I think you can read the answers also now. Have you read the question? Then I will show the answer. So 1 minute you have. That means PPF is PPF1 to PPF2. So there are 3 PPFs. Huh? There are 3 PPF curves are there. They are asking the question, an economy PPF shifts from 1 to PPF2. So what is the reason for that? A possible reason for this? PPF 1 to 2. Find the reason. I'm reading the question because in my phone, the entire things are not visible. That's why. Find the answer. The reason for the PPF shift from 1 to 2. What could be the reason? Right. Okay, here we go. The correct answer, right? And the correct answer is the 9 because the majority has the wrong answer. You must understand, I told you at the beginning, this is an output concept. PPC curve is not talking about the demand. Demand is whose behavior? Demand is consumers' behavior. PPC is an output concept. It's the total output of the economy. So there is no way of answering demand concept. PPC will not explain about the demand. It will talk about what? Production possibilities, output concept. Just now I talk about when the curve is shifting to the right side, it's called economic growth. Economic growth can be possible. There are many. One of the reasons he has mentioned, new technologies applied. Okay, right. The last question, we'll see the leader. You can see that there is a name, the fireball is there, right, Asma? That means that continuously she has answered 3 questions. That's what it shows like. So the last question will be, we can find the winner. Right? Which point on the PPF is likely to result highest level of economic growth in the future? There are 4 A, B, C, D points are there. Which one is possible in the future for the economic growth? It's a very clever question because why I'm posting this one, already you have studied to check your pre-knowledge. Huh? Check out your pre-knowledge. After that, now I'll continue my lesson. So maximum we'll try to finish it. Huh? Right, you have enough time. 20 seconds more. Think. With is it A, B, C, D? One is y-axis shows the consumer goods and capital good shows about this one x-axis. Huh? These 2 questions I will explain after finishing the game, huh? Because I want to draw the graph and explain. Okay, right. The correct answer is D. Some students have the confusion in 40. First one, A, B, D. I will tell you the answer. Huh? I will tell you the reason. Huh? Right, after this Who is the winner? Look at the third winner, the second runner-up. Right, 5 out of 6. No problem, good. Congratulations, Afla. 5 out of 6, Umaira. Second, the winner. Who is he? Right. You all can see the, right? You can see the screen, right? Okay, so congrats, Muhammad. So 6 out of 6, all the best, great. Okay. I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, the 2 questions I'll explain here. The questions, there are 2 questions I didn't explain in detail. This is that question. Okay, right. Look, carefully watch this one. Now let's see. Right. The fun question is, so just I'll put it X good and Y good. Huh? X good and Y good. So they showed you like this, right? I can't remember exactly. We'll see. Here it was 100. It was 70. And here it was 40, right? It was 40 and something they said, right? What is, how much? 60. Can anyone remember that point exactly? Maybe 60, I guess, right? 60, we'll put 60. So they ask you, what is the opportunity cost of producing 40? What is the opportunity cost of producing 40, right? What is the opportunity cost? You know, if they don't, I'm asking a question, again, another question. Huh? If this economy don't produce this 40, if they don't produce this 40, how many X goods they can produce? Tell me the answer. If the economy not going to produce 40, huh? How many they can produce? Exactly, 100, yeah, 100 maximum. That means if they don't produce 40, that means 0. How much maximum they can produce? 100 X good. So if they sacrifice 30 goods only, how many Y goods they can produce? Tell me, if they sacrifice 30 X good, how many Y goods they can produce? How many Y goods? 40, exactly, 40. This 40. So if they are going to produce 40 Y goods, how many X good they have to sacrifice? 30 X good. 30 X good. So the opportunity cost of producing 40 Y good is what? 30 X good. Got it? I hope you got the answers, huh? Right. Right, I'll explain once more. I will explain it. Huh? So this type of questions only for you will be getting for MCQ. Tricky questions, huh? Right, this was the, right, I'll draw it properly. So this is the PPC, and I'll put it, this is X good, this is Y good. So optimum level of X good, they are producing 100. Optimum level of Y good, they are producing 60, right? But the economy is producing at the point of here, right? I'll just put A. And they are producing 70 goods, Y goods, and 70 X goods and 40 Y goods. The question is, producing 40 X Y goods, what is the opportunity cost in terms of X, right? Now my question, I asked 2 questions. If this economy is not going to produce this 40, if this economy is not going to produce this 40, that means they decided not to produce this Y goods, then how many X goods they will produce? Those who answer, don't answer. How many they will produce it? Others answer. If the economy decided not to produce this Y goods, that 40 Y goods they are not going to produce, then how many exactly? They can produce 100. They will produce all the resources they will utilize and they will produce 100 X good. So if the economy decided to produce at least 40 Y goods right, that means they need to sacrifice from 100. That means in other words, if they sacrifice 30 X good, right, if they give up, right, if they forgone 30 X goods, only then they can produce 40 Y goods, 40 Y goods. I will ask you in other way around. Tell me, what is the opportunity cost of producing 70 X good? Others, everyone say, what is the opportunity cost of producing 70x goods? Tell me, what is the answer? What is the opportunity cost of producing 70x goods? Exactly, 20y goods, correct. 20y goods. Why? I will again draw this one, otherwise you will confuse it, right? Look at this one. The maximum output of y goods, how much? 60. And they are producing here 100. But the combination selected here, 70 and 40. What is the opportunity cost of producing 70 y goods, x goods, 70x goods? That means if they don't produce these 70, how many y goods they will be able to produce? 60 they will be able to produce. But the economy decided to produce some x good also. Then if they sacrifice this 20 y good, if they sacrifice this 20 y goods, only then they can produce how much? 70 y x goods. So producing 70x good, how many y goods should be sacrificed? This 20 y goods. Huh? I hope good answers. Right, I will come to the last question, which was in the quiz. Huh? This was the question. The majority of the students got wrong answer in that question. Huh? Right, so here I put what? Consumer goods. This was the capital goods. And there are 4 points marked: A, B, and C, and this part was D, right? And I'll just put some imaginary numerical values, not exact values, which was in the paper. Just I put here 100, and here I put 200, and these all will be less than that. No, 80, 60, 40. This is 10, 20, 30, something like that. Okay, the numerical values is not a problem. You can understand. Okay, right. So consumer goods are produced in the axis, it's shown in the y-axis, and the capital goods, and these are capital goods. And remember one more thing, you have already studied, if an economy is producing consumer good more, and they are producing less capital goods, example, just don't forget about this question now, just tell me this answer. If the economy is producing more consumer goods mean which you are consuming for the final purchasing purpose, right? Rice or whatever. Capital goods mean you can say machineries, furniture, vehicles, those stuff. Capital goods. If an economy is producing very less amount of capital and more amount of consumer, what will happen to the economies in the growth? Economic growth, what will happen in the future? It will be economically grow, or what will happen in terms of economic growth? What you can say in future? Will the economy grow? What is your answer? Even we can't say economic decline. We can't 100% say economic decline, but 100% sure economic will not grow, right? Economy sometime can grow because they are producing. Capital goods are produced. You must understand, capital goods are produced. They are not at all producing. Economic growth will be there, but it will be very slow phase. It will be very slow phase. Then which point? Point A. If the economy decided at point A, that means 100 million value consumer goods and 10 million value capital goods. This will be a benefit only. Present consumption will be high. Purchasing power will be high. Standard of living will be high. You know, at present, people have standard of living. What is standard of living mean? Whatever they need, they will purchase, because 100 million, there are more resources are allocated for what? Consumer goods. They purchase. So there are many variety of chocolates, food, everything is available. But capital goods only will decide economic growth. The countries have a capacity of producing capital goods. Take Japan. How about the economic growth of Japan? Because they are producing mostly capital goods. What about China? We are importing raw material from China. That means the capitals are imported from China. What about Germany? We are importing machinery. Super advanced machineries are imported from China. Sorry, Germany. Most of the Europe countries, they are exporting capital goods. You must understand, if an economy is producing more capital goods, it will accelerate the economic growth. Quickly. Yeah, exactly. Economic growth will be increased. That's correct. Your answer is correct. At the same time, now take the point D. Answer was our point D. That means economy is focusing on producing more capital goods. We are allocating more, but the consumer good has gone down. No problem. We are sacrificing, right? So the opportunity cost of economic growth in future is what? Sacrificing the consumption at present. Sacrificing the consumption at present. So if an economy is focusing on more capital goods, right? More capital goods at present, and we are sacrificing more consumptions. That means we are producing only, say, for example, 50 million value consumer goods. At present, people's standard of living will be very low, but in future, economy will grow. Economy will grow because we are exporting capital goods. Why? We are producing, most of the resources are allocated to produce the capital goods, right? When we are producing capital goods, we can export to the foreign country. When we are exporting, economy, the country will get more foreign revenues. When we are getting more foreign revenues, economy will develop, economy will boom. We will get more income from foreign, and we will have the capacity of purchasing power, and we can demand more in future. So sacrificing the present consumption, and in the future benefit is what? Of economic growth. What is the benefit in the future? Economic growth. So in the PPC, the country should select the point D, where capital goods are produced more and consumer goods are produced less. But at this point, the people's standard of living is a bit low, but no problem. Future economic growth will be accelerated more quickly and economy will grow further. Right? I hope you understand. Right. So this is the constant opportunity cost. Just tell me the answer for this question. What is the reason for the shape of the PPC? What is the reason for the shape of the PPC curve? What is the reason? Tell me the reason for the PPC curve shape. There are three shapes now. One is linear one, constant. Number two, concave or to the origin. Third one is convex to the origin. But in the new syllabus, the decreasing one is not there. But other two only we will focus more. Exactly, opportunity cost. Perfect, right? Opportunity cost is the correct one. Don't write increasing or decreasing. You write the answer here. Opportunity cost is the reason. The main reason for the shape. Why it's a constant linear one. Why it's a concave to the origin. Why this is convex to the origin. Because of opportunity cost. Because of opportunity cost. So this line will show us the slope of the curve. Huh? Right. We directly go to the increasing one. Sorry, constant one. Right. This will be. I have no idea about these recordings. These recordings will be EDU-ZONE's one. They will be taking the recording. Right. Look at this one. The graph is given below because since it's a quick seminar, I have given everything. But I will be filling the answers here. I will be writing the answers here because I don't have time you all to do and check it out. Right. So this is, that is a linear one. You see that linear one mean, look at this question I have given both side. Both side I have given, right? Both side I ask. Producing the X good opportunity cost also I ask. Producing the Y good opportunity also I ask, right? Now see that when the economy is producing X and Y, two different goods. These are the two maximum output level. There are two maximum output level, okay? Right. When you're going to draw this curve, automatically you have to draw the curve like this. So if you are going to put the Y good in the Y axis, X good in the X axis, right? So it will be Y good maximum, how much you're producing? 20. And Y good 5. So X good is 5. So likewise, you can focus on. Now see that this is why we call it the constant one when we are increasing the production of X. When we are increasing the production of X. So simply here one, so it's very easy. You can find the unit one, right? The marginal opportunity cost, easily you can find it. When we are increasing 1 unit, when we are going to produce 1 unit of X good, how many Y goods we are sacrificing here? 4. How many? We are sacrificing 4. And again, when we are increasing another 1 from 1 to 2, how many we are sacrificing? 4. Still it's a constant. And again, when we are increasing by 1, increasing all 1, how much we are sacrificing? 4, 4, 4. So what is the opportunity cost? Constant opportunity cost mean when we are increasing a production at a constant fixed level, fixed way, the sacrificing amount is constant. In the increasing opportunity cost, the same thing we will tell when we are increasing the production, particular production in a fixed amount, the sacrificing amount is keep on increasing mean that is we call increasing opportunity cost. right? So constant mean this value is constant 444. So you know the formula. I have given the formula here. Opportunity cost equal foregone amount will be divided by produced amount or increased amount. So what is the foregone amount here? Y good. So simply put it there, Y changes in the Y good divided by changes in the X good, right? So you can put it here, table here, you see the table. Opportunity cost of producing X good, opportunity cost of producing X good. Sometimes they don't use this word in the exam paper. For you to clear only, I mentioned, for you to make a more understanding only, I mentioned that production word. Opportunity cost of X good only they will ask directly. So opportunity cost of producing X good. That means in this, which one? X is here, produced one, right? X is increase amount. They're asking the sacrifice that should be on the top, right? So what is the changes in the X good here? So Y good 4 will be divided by 1. Since all the amounts are constant here, all value will be, see that a combination I mentioned A to B, B to C. That means this combination is A, B, C, likewise A, B, C, D, E, F combinations are there. From A to B, 0 to 1. So it's increasing one production. So when they are increasing from A to B, 1 will be, it should be divided. And Y goods, how many we are sacrificing? 4. So 4, the changes is 4. Answer is 4. What is 4? Y, exact. You have to mention. That's what I put in more clear in terms of Y goods. In terms of Y goods, in terms of Y good. So that means when they want to produce one X good, they need to sacrifice 4 Y goods. They need to sacrifice 4 Y goods. It's a constant way. See that every point or every combination, it's increasing one output, 1 unit of output, and they are sacrificing 4 unit of Y goods. So everything will be 4 divided by 1, 4 divided by 1, 4 divided by, so all opportunity cost is fixed. Opportunity cost is fixed, right? Now go to this part. This one, opportunity cost of producing Y goods. Then how to check this one? You have to go from bottom to top. From bottom to top. From here you check it out, right? Now see that. So they are producing 0 output, Y goods. How much they are producing? X good 5. So we will check it both sides, whether it's a constant or not. So when they are increasing by 4 units of Y good, now they are producing. Now they are producing. Which one they are sacrificing? X good. Now you have to go from bottom to top. -1, -1. They are sacrificing -1. We know the formula. Foregone amount divided by increased amount. So here foregone amount is which one? X is foregone amount. X should be divided by, for the changes, divided by Y. So what is the answer now? The X is -1. No need to put that minus, just leave it, put 1. And 4, what is the answer then? 0.25, am I right? 0.25, 0.25. It will be a constant amount, right? Now when they're going to increase from 4 to 8, again there's increase 4 production. They're increasing constantly, they're increasing by 4. You see that? Constantly, the production is increased by 4. How much they are sacrificing? 1 unit of X could they sacrifice? So it will be a continuously 1/4 and 0.25, 0.25. So in this point, 0.25. So that means if they want to produce 1 unit of Y good, because here we said to produce 4 units of Y good, they sacrifice how many X good? 1 X good. To produce 4 Y goods, they are sacrificing 1 X good. Then if they want a marginal opportunity cost, if they want to produce 1 Y good, how many X good should we sacrifice? 0.25 X good should be sacrificed. Got it? I hope you got the answers. You understood it. So this is the graph. Okay, if you illustrate, if you apply this example on the PPC or PPF, it will be like this. So the reason, why the reason opportunity cost of becomes a constant? Because homogeneous resources. What does a homogeneous resource mean? All the resources are in terms of the production and the capacity equal, but it's not practical. It's not practical. That means, for example, we say 40 laborers are working in a factory, robotic engineering factory. Now the company is going to shift, right? From robotic to say agriculture. They are going to change to agriculture. can you 100% make sure that 40 engineers can do the agriculture? We can't tell like that. Or else can you say that 40 agriculture farmers can produce in robotic engineering? That is what they are saying, homogeneous. Homogeneous resources mean the resources utilized in the agriculture, the laborers, example, the laborers those who are utilized in the production of agriculture, they can be able to work in the robotic engineering also. There's a homogeneous. That's why it's a constant. It's not practical. It's a hypothetical concept. Right. Resources efficient for one industry and is the same for the other industry. That means the same example I'll take. The labor who is utilized in the production of agriculture, right? In the same way he performed in the production of robotic. Can you say that? We can't say that. Because of that only it can be possible, but practically it's not work out. Right. Come to the increasing opportunity cost. But I don't think, because this is a big lesson, I can't explain everything. At least I will stop with this increasing opportunity cost. The entire tute now I'll share it in the group, the chat box. You can take it. Inshallah, our fast track classes will be continue next week, inshallah. Those who want to join, you can go to the website and reserve it. On and off, we'll have the fast track students free seminars, right? So every Tuesdays. So within 1 year, we will be covering the entire syllabus. So full tute will be given, and we'll do the papers, past paper, everything, inshallah. Because I have experience, I have done the syllabuses for my students within 5 months. Within 5 months, I have completed syllabus, and they have taken the good results also. Because smart learning methods are there. I will teach you how to learn the smart way. Because part 2 all perfectly we can plan and do it. MCQ also, there are tricks to do that, right? And the very important thing, we have to study what is needed for the exam. Everything we don't want to study, but I will give everything in the tute, but I will highlight what you need to study, what you need to focus on, what to study, what not to study. That means certain part you can have. There are some smart hacks are there, right? So today is our just a free session for you all. So next week, Tuesday onwards, we are starting our fast track classes. Those who want to join, go to our EDU-ZONE website. EDU-ZONE website, click A-level commerce stream. A-level commerce stream, the economics is there. Economics fast track. Economic fast track you go for. There are many options. Are there? Economics 2023, 21, 22 also there. It's a slow phase. That means already the syllabus is going on. So this is my class is from the beginning. From the beginning. This is not the beginning. No, this is just a seminar. I have started this one. So next week onward, we'll start from the introduction to economics. So inshallah, within 1 year, we'll finish it and we'll do the papers, 5 years papers. And don't worry, prototype papers also we'll do. Prototype means every year the government release a paper. We will do that, right? Fees is exactly, I can't remember. You go to the website, it's mentioned, I guess, right? So fast track, it's a new concept we created. Just go to the website and see the price. I can't remember exactly, right? Right. So this is increasing opportunity cost. Increasing opportunity cost is when we are increasing the production by a fixed amount, how much? By 10, sorry, 20, sorry, 10. So this should be 0, this should be 0. Don't change it. When you changes, you make it. Changes, you make it. The recording, no, recording, I don't do that. Recording, I don't have the recording. The recording is EDU-ZONE's one. Yeah. The 2021 students fast track we can't do because only few more days are there. It's very difficult, it's last moment. It's not a fast track, it's a rapid, only 2022 we will do that. Next year, 1 year is possible to finish the syllabus, right? So this is 0, change it. And there's another change here. Mark that one. Here, this one, exist, not exit. This is exist. Change that one because I didn't notice that. Exist, opportunity cost is exist. Right. This is 0. This point is 0. This point is 0. Not 10. This is 0. So when they are increasing X goods by 10, increasing by 10, how much they sacrifice? See that? At the beginning, they sacrifice 20. That sacrificing amount is increase. Then we call what? Increasing opportunity cost. Increasing opportunity cost. Now the second, again, they are producing another 10 goods. But this time, how much they sacrifice? 30. But this is the practical in the world. This type of opportunity cost only available. When they are going to increase another 10x good, how much they are sacrificing in the Y? 40. You know why? There is a reason, you know why? Because here we said no, resources are homogeneous. Because in a real world example, resources are heterogeneous. That means non-homogeneous. Because, for example, a labor is utilized in the Y production, for example, why they are reducing 20 out goods, Y goods, because the people, those who are utilizing the Y goods production, we are going to shift to the X good, right? At that time, the person who has the capacity of producing Y goods, he doesn't have the same capacity, same efficiency in the production of X good. The resources are heterogeneous, non-homogeneous, and that's why it's keep on increasing. There will be more wastage, right? And now here 50, and last it's 60. So when the sacrificing amount is keep on increasing, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we know the formula, opportunity cost is equal foregone divided by produced. Here, which one is the foregone one? Changes in the Y, right? And the produced one is X. So here, if they are going to produce the 10 X good, they have to sacrifice at the beginning 20 Y good. Here again 10, 30 Y good. Likewise, it's keep on. So then we need to find the marginal opportunity cost. To find the marginal opportunity cost only, changes in the foregone output, foregone production, and changes in the produce production. So how much they forgone in the Y first unit, combination 1, A to B, combination A to B, changes in the Y 20 divided by 10. How much they sacrifice? 2 unit. That means we have to sacrifice 2 Y goods. 2 Y goods. The second option, 3, 30, right? 30 divided by 10. Then 3. Now the second combination, when they are going to produce the 1 unit of X good, we have to sacrifice 3. Wastage is increasing. Wastage is increasing. More resources are utilized now. And we want to give up 3 labors now. If we sacrifice 3 labors in the Y only, that means the 3 labors we need to produce 1 X good now. Early, we need 2 labors. I'm telling in the labors term. Example, we need 2 labors to produce Y goods. Those who produce Y goods, 2 labors. Now we need to produce 1 unit of X good, we need 2 labors, right? Again, next step is what? Now to produce 1 unit of X good, we need 3 labors. It is increasing. Now again, see that 40 divided by, again 10. Now 4. That means the third combination is what? To produce 1 X good, now we need 4 labors. That means every labors are not same capacity. You see that shows the companies utilizing resources very poor way. Early we used 2 labors to produce a 1 mobile phone. Now we are using 4 labors, right? So we are taking 4 labors from the Y production and we are keeping to the X production to produce 1 X good. That means our opportunity cost is increasing because resources are not in same nature. They are not in the same efficiency. Likewise, you just keep on writing, it will come. I'm not writing, explaining everything, right? And here, opportunity cost of producing production of Y good in terms of X good. Yeah, because of 2 hours, I just at least wanted to explain opportunity cost and production possibility. That's what I was explaining a bit faster. But in our fast track, it won't be like that. We clear each and every doubt what you have. Every doubt, even 100 times you have, we clear it because that's your benefit, for your benefit only, those who have not done. So see that if you draw this curve accurately, if you draw this table in a graph accurately, the curve will be a concave to the origin. The curve will be concave to the origin. So this is, we call the slope of the curve, the marginal, right? This margin only decided, right, slope of the curve, right? So the reason that, what are the reason for the increasing opportunity cost? I told you resources are non-homogeneous, different, right? Heterogeneous resources are there. The resources efficient for one industry are not efficient for the other industry. I told you, for example, I am efficient in economics. If you ask me to teach business study or accounting, can I teach? Because I am not efficient in that. I don't teach such a way, right? I don't have that fluency but in the straight line opportunity cost, we are saying what? Same. Both are same. So that's not a practical. That's not a practical. It can be practical after the training and all. The difference efficiency among the industries. For example, if you take the agriculture's efficiency it will take some time to measure it. Agriculture, because it will take 3 months, 4 months to see the harvest. Based on the harvest, we can say farmers are efficient or not. But the industry of the mobile phone production, within a day, you can see the labor is efficient or not. So it varies. It always varies. A resource that is more appropriate to produce a particular good is not so appropriate to produce another good. For example, some machineries we are utilizing, right? For example, tractors we are utilizing in the agriculture. Can we use the same tractor to produce the mobile phone? So here, in the constant one, what are we saying? Both same. The same machineries, we can utilize it. Practically, it cannot be. Law of diminishing marginal returns. Law of diminishing marginal returns already you have studied. You know, for example, if I continue another 2 hours, what will happen to my voice? This is we call law of diminishing marginal returns. The same thing will happen if the labor is coming from one industry to another industry. Automatically, they will be fed up, right? They will be fed up. So when I supply 1 plate of biryani, the first plate will be finished within 5 seconds. Because you are hungry. Second plate, it will take time. Third, fourth, fifth, finally, 6th plate will be, you will reject it. This is we call law of diminishing. I'm just going quicker, yeah? Right? And remember that from the above mentioned opportunity cost situation, which is the practical and realistic increasing opportunity cost. If they ask you in the past paper or in the paper, why increasing opportunity cost is the more realistic, what should be the answer? Tell me the guys, tell me the answer. If they ask you why increasing opportunity cost is the more realistic, what type of answer you write? What should be your answer? I will tell. What you should explain? Wait, always my laptop is asking too many questions. Oh. Opportunity cost, is it? Opportunity cost? No, I'm asking the opportunity cost. Exactly. What you should write? In reason for the increasing. Perfect. Exactly. Homogeneous. Yeah, this is the answer. That's what I'm telling. Economics is they will ask the question in direct way. If they ask you why increasing opportunity cost is the more realistic one, you have to answer the reason for increasing opportunity cost, and you can compare it the constant one also. Right? The self-check question I have given. Again, I will share the tute now in the chat box. So the guys, how to join, what you should do, you go to EDU-ZONE college, and next Tuesday onwards at the same time, 4 to 6, we have these classes. From first unit onwards, we will teach. Those who want to join from your friends also, you can circulate it. This is my WhatsApp number. I will give it to you because if you want to have any further inquiry about how to join, you can write it to me. Right? So just send your feedbacks also, because until last moment, those who are staying only, originally they will give the honest feedback, right? So just give your honest feedback about the session, because I'm a little bit fast, you know, because 2 hours I wanted to maximum to give, because already you have studies like a refreshing, like pressing F5 button, refresh your mind. So what you do, just go to EDU-ZONE, you can find it, register yourself, just you have to give an email and just give the password. And the instruction video is there, how to join. You can just watch it. And go to commerce stream economics fast track, select 2022 economics fast track, select my name will be there, Shakeel, and you can reserve the slot. And I don't know exactly how much amount is they fixed. For within 1 year, we will be finishing. No, there are no paper classes separately. We are not doing anything. Maybe Amritsari will be doing. Amritsari 2021, the A-level batch is going on now. 2021 A-level student, the batch is going on. Just inquire, maybe they are going to finish the syllabus or not. And you can join their paper class once they are starting. I think still they didn't start a paper class. Still they didn't start the paper class. So once they start, you can join. So again, I will share the PDF now. Those who didn't get it, just let me know. Send it to message my WhatsApp. Otherwise, I can send it. Yeah, it's only for 2022 students. Only 2022. But 2023 students, we have a regular classes tomorrow onwards. The new batch, those who the O-level results didn't come at those students. Right. Hold on, I will share the PDF again. Okay. So that's the PDF, the seminars one. You can see the entire session is there. I didn't explain this part because not enough time, because we can't finish it within 2 hours. It's everything is very clear. I have illustrated, you just go through it. What you need for the exam, it's there. You can study how to illustrate the scarcity on the PPC, right? How to illustrate the alternative uses on the PPC, or choice or opportunity cost, anything you can use it to illustrate on the PPC. And productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. This question was there. You know, can you remember 2020 also there? 2019 or 2018? 2 years they have asked this question, right? Productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. how it's explained comparatively with the marginal cost and marginal benefit. Marginal cost and marginal benefit. This marginal cost and marginal benefit you will study in your 8th or 7th unit in the external benefit, right? And after the macroeconomic concept, how to unemployment. These questions we did it right inside the curve, on the curve, right? And economic depression. See that there are two different ISO. This is a depression. Long term is a depression. This one is a recession. Short term is a recession. Right, economic growth, the shift, both productions, so you can understand. I have given the reasons here. When the resource will be increasing, discovering of the new, these are they will be asking, see, this way only. They will not ask, illustrate the economic growth on the PPC. They will ask you, if a Sri Lanka found new resources or oil resource, what will be the impact on the PPC? Right, and if the China is ready to invest in Sri Lanka $500 million, what will be happen to the PPC? This is the way they ask you, right? Improvement in the productivity, new technologies, economic decline will shift inside the curve, and it can be one or both the production. And this is what I talk about. Bilal, I think Bilal asked this question, right? Future consumption, present consumption and the future consumption. If the economy focus, look at this graph, and this is very important. Economy will grow, right? Economy will grow. If here capital goods, here consumer goods, in 2000, the country allocated more to produce consumer good. Economy will grow in 2015, but very slow phase. But if the economy decided to produce more capital goods in 2000 and very less amount of consumer good, they are sacrificing present consumption. For what? For the gaining of future economic growth. See the phase in 2015, economy, here 400 only the capacity, here 500 capacity. Here 600 capacity, 700 capacity. So when the economy focus on more production of the capital goods, economy will accelerate it faster. If the economy focus on more consumer good, very less capital, economy will grow, but very slow phase. Read the note, you can understand, right? If you read it, you will understand. And finally, these past paper questions are there for you to now just go through the answers. I think you will be able to answer certain questions. I hope you understood. I don't know whether I was a little bit fast. Yes, I wanted to say my classes will be held only till online, because I will not be doing any physical classes even after the COVID-19, because I will not be able to travel here. Since I'm working in Beirula and living in Colombo, so I can't travel. Only online, because the reason is we wanted to take it outside of the Colombo, so everyone can join around Sri Lanka, so those who wanted. So there's an online platform, broken the barrier of the boundaries, anyone can join. So only online. So hopefully online would be, I think you can tell me this online is effective or not. I don't know whether it's boring. Just tell me here itself if you want, and you can send me a review also to my WhatsApp. It's fine. Just give me some comments whether maybe I could be fast, right? I could be fast. But in our fast track, I will be slow down. When you ask more questions, I will understand. I had to be slow down, right? No worries, because within 2 hours, at least I wanted to explain the opportunity cost and the production possibility, right? And we thoroughly do the past papers also. So I hope you all understood. Jazakallah khairan. You have anything been? Wait a minute. So you all replying to my other one, no? Right, hold on. Okay. So Jazakallah khair for joining. So regularly we will do 1 or 2 another free sessions you can join, but our fixed fast track will be there. Fixed fast track will be there. You can join next Tuesday onwards. Again, I will put my phone number, the WhatsApp number. You can write a review to my, and if you want to just send me a WhatsApp message, I will send it. So those who couldn't be able to download it. Okay. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. We'll meet up in another occasion. We'll see. Barakallahu feekum. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We'll meet. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Zainab.